And tell us about daily fantasy rankings. How did you first think of it, and where are you guys in your journey at the moment?
So my business partner and I were previous poker, and also I guess I had I had a tech company at the time, and he had an affiliate based business, and we saw DFS was starting to gain a little bit of traction in Australia. We liked the ranking and the promotion of winners side of things. We weren't really too worried about profit and loss, but we saw an opportunity there that if people are playing, you've
Mm.
got the whole water cooler talk on Monday morning in your office, and instead of just people bragging and not being able to back it up, we wanted to provide a system and a rankings formula that would actually rank people individually and relatively equally across Australia, across a multitude of platforms. So that was the initial mantra of why we started Daily Fantasy Rankings. As things have evolved, we've really tried to stamp ourselves in the community as being, I guess, a community in itself. We want to educate and help people get better. We provide content and tips and articles so people can help set teams. We've got lineup builders now. We've got data scientists that provide stats and projections. And we've got a whole suite of multimedia things that we do as well. So we've got a couple of weekly shows that we do. We also do some podcasts that I do, and also, our head of content and operations, Smatho or Luke Matheson, takes care of. So our team tries to provide a whole range of different things for people playing at all levels. So someone that perhaps has never played before can come and read a whole heap of how-to guides on how sites work, how you build teams, how the scoring works, all that kind of stuff, without feeling the pressure of having to perhaps go and sign up to a site.
Right.
Then perhaps some more medium to advanced players that might want to use our lineup builder for AFL or cricket, if they're generating tens or hundreds of lineups, or someone that might want to look at some projections. So we've got some quite detailed things that help people build their teams, but we've also got a really simple and easy to use cheat sheet for every game and every slate, which would not only in one central place show all the players, give them a value number to show who's better value based on projections, a little bit of previous history, something that you can go and look at very quickly for 5 minutes and give yourself a little bit of an edge opposed to someone perhaps that has no idea whatsoever and is just picking names and numbers.
Right. Okay. Well, I was just going to say, daily fantasy rankings. When I first went on there, I thought it was just the rankings. In terms of the other areas of the site, which have you found that I guess have given you the most traction on the site?
Without doubt, our data tools, because they're completely free, we don't charge for it. A lot of the big companies, not only in Australia, but also internationally, you've got to pay a subscription fee to go and get these things. Projections are very subjective. Our data team is second to none, in my opinion, and certainly the feedback we get is that they're very good. But look, really good players will make their own projections, but there is probably 95% of the field that wouldn't know how to do a projection. So to be able to give them that resource, whether it be for AFL or NBA or for cricket, completely free to use 24 hours a day, we have ridiculous amounts of traffic due to that. And not only just in Australia, but also internationally, we find that our data team are working pretty much around the clock. So with NBA, we get our data projections up late in the day in Australia, while the US, I guess the US marketplace is asleep. But they can then access those in the middle of the night. And the traction we get at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning from international customers looking at NBA
Right.
before the other sites wake up and do their projections in the morning is huge. So the projections that we have and the data tools that we offer, by far, and then I guess our content is probably next with our tips and our reviews and things like that. So without doubt, we've got a little bit of a mantra of improving people's fantasy IQ. We try to help people get better, do better. If they're winning more money, they're going to yearn for more information, which means they're going to want to use more things on our site. And then perhaps they might go and look at a paid system or something like that down the track.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to check out more of our content, go to sporttechdaily.com or follow us on social media across Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram.